Hello, my fellow ducklings and ducklings. Welcome to yet another wonderful Friday with the CranKy Ducklings in this Sea Duckling Open, the number 22. What a sexy little number. Looks like two swans swimming after one another. Yeah, that's the depth of entertainment you can expect here today. We're already setting up a lobby. We are going to be casting Edennil versus Raevar, which is a Zerg versus Zerg. And yeah, Edennil and Raevar both our last two champions in the Sea Duckling Open. Both of them Royal Roaders, which is a fun little thing. Let's see. Right. Let's start the game. I kind of forgot that I'm the host of the game, so so I need to start it. Yes, we're off to a fine start. Right, our first map will be, of course, Black-Pink. Which is a nice little map. We are having, today we have a bit of a low sign-up. We have 9 contestants who checked in today. I know at least one who didn't wake up in time. Not mentioning names. Alrighty. Welcome everyone to the first game of today's Sea Duckling Open, the number 22. We are on Black-Pink LE. LE, of course, stands for, in case you did not know, loyalty, endangerment. Loyalty, endangerment. Betrayal is traitorous or something dramatic. In the southwest, from Team Dark Oath will be our orange Zerg. It is Raevar. And in the northeast, from SC2 Swarm, it is the blue Zerg. And currently defending champion, Edennil. Yes, we finally, Kuro, our wonderful 16th Squad Senseki, otherwise known as Group Hero of the Wasteland and Savior of Esports, otherwise known as the Information Fairy, has finally made a team cheat sheet for ourselves, and mostly for, for herself, but I'm kind of using it now, because, we finally had to solve that problem where I don't even remember the team names. It's kind of embarrassing, to be honest. Right, so both of these players, they're opening pretty much the same way. Very typical Zerg opening. Hatchery first, then pool. Now, as I mentioned before, both of these are our last two former champions. And Edennil won last week, and Raevar won the week before. Or was it? No, the Masters was the week before, or the best two Sea Duckling Opens. Yeah? What was that cancel? I kind of missed that. Should have been paying attention. But I wasn't. Sorry. Alright, so Edennil made some Zerglings and will march across the map to try and put some pressure on Raevar. Raevar already getting his Baiting Nest set up, which is, that part in the Zerg versus Zerg meta, where you go Link Bane. It's a lot of fun. Raevar going out to a third hatchery. I would have expected Edennil to try and get a cancel on that, or at least get the drone. Seems like Edennil doesn't want to be as aggressive as I thought he might be. He did get a hatchery of his own. They've been timed pretty closely together. Now Edennil goes in, and Raevar already has more links than that, and he's just got speed. Slightly earlier than Edennil. We'll actually get... I think we'll get all of these. Yeah, gets this around, and... That's my Zergling sound. Okay, Edennil's still trying to be slightly more aggressive here, but realizes that Raevar has quite a bit on the map. There are now, yeah, about 25 to 25 Zerglings. Yeah, a lot of them are morphing into Banelings. Once the Banelings start to work here, it's a little more fun. Okay, Raevar is sending a lot of his Banelings to die pretty much for nothing. But he does clear a lot of Edennil's Banelings. There's just one Banelings here trying to get... It's one Zergling. Something. Okay, so that was pushed back, and Raevar didn't actually do much damage in all of this. Yeah, so far they both lost pretty much equally in terms of units lost, but Edennil will now put the pressure on Raevar's side of the map. Raevar just morphing in some Banelings, which is what you want to have to defend this giant cloud of speedlings. Will they be here in time to actually defend that hatchery? Yeah, looks like they will be. And then pulling back, even those two Banelings are enough to clear out this entire cloud of Zerglings if you're not careful. Yeah, okay, so far Edennil not getting actually all that much done here. Both of these players pretty much defended perfectly. They haven't really lost anything other than Zerglings and Banelings. Raevar lost 2 drones. And he did lose slightly more Zerglings than Edennil. But now that he has roaches, I think this pressure is going to be shut down pretty damn well. What does Edennil have? He has a roach warren of his own, so yeah, he's also getting a rage upgrade. So yeah, they're both going for pretty much the same composition. Edennil going to drone a little harder, it seems. Which is, I think is the right call, seeing as he just survived Edennil's aggression. So you want to kind of jump away in economy. I'm kind of worried that Edennil's army supply is really low. He's not making a lot of army units. He's making 5 roaches. I mean, Raevar doesn't know that, but if Raevar actually counterattacked immediately after that push, I think Edennil would have been in real trouble. As it is, I think by the time Raevar pushes, if he pushes, because he seems to be kind of going back and forth here, Edennil should have enough units to defend whatever Raevar throws at him. Because these Banelings, once they go up against roaches, they're pretty much useless. I like to say that they just scrape the barnacles of roaches. They don't actually, do anything. Also, roaches have range. They can kite them. Right, but Raevar has not quite enough to break this. Might snipe that queen? No. Lucky queen. Lucky queen. Alright, Raevar bringing in the Zerglings to try and jump on the roaches, getting distracted a little while his own roaches are doing the bulk of the damage. But Edennil, with the defender's advantage, gets a lot of reinforcements in, and suddenly these unnecessarily spiky roaches are going to chase Raevar all the way back home. Right. Raevar getting a Hydralisk then. I'm not sure he'll have much of a chance to use it, because he's about to be pressured real hard. Ooh, nice. Edennil catching these Ravagers as they are being morphed. That's very good. That's 2 less bile shots for Raevar to play with, which he really needs, because his army is so weak compared to what Edennil has here, right in his natural. Oh boy. There are more forces marching out, and GG is cold, and Edennil will take the first game in this series. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was a nice little ZVZ. I like that they both went pretty much for the same composition the whole time. And they pressured each other kind of nicely, but the pendulum in the end kind of swung real hard in favor of Edennil. Alrighty. So let's get Raevar's next map pick. Ooh, Biogenesis. Let's go. I like a Biogenesis. I know it's not a favorite map of many people, but I kind of like it. Dear Lord, why does everyone choose a Biogenesis? I like a Biogenesis. I don't know. I have a soft spot for small maps. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because I don't like games that last more than 5 minutes. as a player, because I don't know how to make anything more complicated than Marines and Marauders, or Zerglings and Zealots. Alright, so we're in the lobby. Let's get a ready confirmation. And we'll go into the game. Right, everyone's ready. Let's go. Alright, let's see. Bucket. I was about to fill time and then the game started. Alright, everyone, welcome to a Biogenesis. LE. LE, of course, stands for leathery emblem. Leathery emblem. You know, for your Zerg banners. In the northwest of it will be our orange Zerg from Team Dark Oath. It is Raevar. And in the southeast, currently up 1 in the series, from SC2 Swarm, it is the Blue Zerg, Edennil. As I mentioned before, also currently the defending champion of the Sea Duckling Open. Yeah. Sea Duckling Open number 21, won by Edennil versus Light VIP, and Sea Duckling Open number 20, won by Raevar against Light VIP. Sorry. I'm sorry. You know, Light is shaping up to be a contender. I mean, he can't be. We've established that since he at least won one championship. But yeah. Alright, so Raevar getting a bit of a later pool than Edennil does. It doesn't look like Edennil is going to be too aggressive though. I suppose he just wanted to open a little safer. Their hatchery timings will be slightly in favor of Raevar, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of difficult to tell whether that's going to be an advantage or not, because, you know, especially on a small map, it kind of puts things a little out of whack, since you can capitalize on certain advantages in a different way. Okay, Raevar getting 6 Zerglings. It's not making any more. It's just yeah, they're both playing very defensively. Ooh, Edennil with a Roach Warren. Yeah, looks like he's trying to go for that Roach push instead of escalating the game into a Link Bane war. Which should be interesting. Let's see if Raevar will let him get away with it though, because he's already getting a Baneling nest. And getting that Zergling speed. If he jumps on it fast enough before Edennil manages to build up enough roaches, this could work out pretty damn well for Raevar. However, if he takes his time, Edennil will be able to fall over him pretty damn easily with those roaches. They're tankier, they're nastier, they're vochier. Yes, they are. Don't deny it. They're vochier. Look at them. Look at them roaches. They're voochy. They're so voochy. Alright, fine. Forgot I was casting a game for a second. Right, so Raevar is setting up his Linkbane force here. I don't think he actually got a view of the roaches. I mean, not really sure he even knows what he's up against. Alright, just marching out across the map, getting spotted by this overload on the other side of the map. And Edennil does have a good overload spread on the other side. Raevar has very little eyes, and I think this is the first time he actually sees roaches, and a lot of them. And he should know right quick that he's in a bit of a disadvantage, and he backs back home against that wall and all these roaches and queens. It's going to be very difficult to actually push into it. When did I say Raevar has very little eyes? Eyes on the map is what I meant. Come on. Maybe I should have said fewer eyes on the map. That would have been more. Okay, sue me. Alright, so Raevar does the smart thing and sneaks into Edennil's main base to try and get some worker kills, because that's pretty much all these Zerglings are able to kill at the moment. Even though they are +1, there's enough roaches that, you know, Edennil could just kill those Zerglings before they do any real damage. He does get 4 drones, which is a lot, because Edennil is very much behind on workers. And he takes a... Yeah, there we go. Where Raevar, I think, just realized just how far behind he's going to be. Because these roaches, too dangerous. And yeah, Edennil takes the series 2-0. Alrighty, that was nice. All right. Let's see what's up with the brackets. All right, so we have Light winning 2-0 against Slave Master, otherwise known as Dr. Autism on the bracket. And yeah, and we'll go with Raevar versus Edennil, sorry, versus Rockstead. I said I typed Rockstead instead of Rockstead. Right, let's set it up. Our first match will be Eastwatch. Ladies and gentlemen, may I welcome to the cast the one, the only, the not so gin and not so tonic. It's KatatoniK. That's Kata.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I was expecting some really cool title then, so I'm a little disappointed.
It was kind of a. I had to come up with it on the last second. So,
I'll forgive you, Phil.
it's not like like the Yaku list where I have an entire list of Yaku titles to work with. Hold on. Let me concentrate for a second so I can invite the players. Wait, they're already in game apparently.
Who we casted?
I don't know. I think they started the game just as I was typing. By the way, there's a feedback I think coming from your end. I can hear myself.
Okay, let me just turn you down a bit. Right, that should do it.
Ah, okay.
Oh, that might be too low. Right, there we go.
Yeah, it looks like they're in game already. So we'll try and find another match. Alright, so as I was trying to explain before, we have 9 contestants today, which means we are going for a lower bracket, a double elimination, as well as an upper bracket. The lower bracket will be best of 1 games. So even if someone loses, they still have a chance to come back to the game, to the tournament. So they're not fully eliminated from the today's tourney. Right. It looks like yeah, Milk just finished this game.
See if we can get Milk.
Voltacus. Okay, it looks like Volt won 2-0 against Milk and Cookies and will go up to the next bracket. So we can't cast their third game because they don't have one.
We don't have a game. Beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, I guess we'll have to see whether Omop and Shards are about to finish. Looks like they're still in game. Voltacus will have to wait for the winner of that match, as well as light VIP.
We can't even go into the losers bracket.
Hmm?
We can't even go into the losers bracket yet either.
Yep. Yeah, they kind of jumped on me. Probably should have jumped on them a little earlier. All right. So I guess we'll have to sit around and wait a bit till we can find ourselves a match again. We'll wait either for Omop and okay, damn it, mouse, move. We have to wait for either Omop and Shards to finish a game, or Edennil and Rogstad.
Hopefully one of them finishes up soon.
Yeah, you can wait for them at least for until the first game finished, and then we'll join the series in the middle. Just so we'll have something to cast. Hey, Nezasosu 13, thank you for that bit. Yes, Phoenix, why aren't you playing? Hmm?
Yeah, Phoenix.
Hmm? Hmm? Judgment. Also, Kata,
Yeah.
don't point at people and and judge them for not playing.
Hey, I wanted to cast, and I'm here to cast. A little late, but I'm here.
Yeah. Yep. So how's it been going?
Unlike Yaku, where is Yaku? What is Yaku doing?
Yaku set up his alarm wrong. He set it up. He forgot that Korea is 1 hour ahead of Singapore, and yeah, it's what you do.
Yaku.
He thought he was waking up an hour early, and in fact, he woke up just in time to miss the check-ins.
That is such a Yaku thing to do, honestly.
Yeah. That's why he's our favorite bug. So what were you off to? Were you at work?
No, I didn't. I woke up a bit late, but I was still here in time. But I needed to get some food.
Food. Hooray for food. I was mentioning earlier that I actually ate too much, I think. And I'm actually... Like, I'm ready for a nap after a heavy lunch. Oh boy. Alright, looks like... Oh, sorry. For a second I thought the players are out of the game. My mistake. Phoenix, why?
Yeah, Phoenix, we could have been casting you right now if you'd played.
We actually offered Yakuzaku whether he wants to cast instead of play, and he was just too tired.
Damn it, Yaku.
I mean, he just woke up, to be honest. To be fair. So I don't blame him. Alright, let's see. How many Zergs do we have in Germany? I wanted to count earlier. So we have Edennil, we have Raevar. We have the Return of Slave Master, we have Light VIP. I think Rockstad, what does Rockstad play? I don't know. It is a new one, it's a new name. And we also have Shards, who's a new arrival in the tournament. So I don't know about them. Other than that, everyone else is Terran. Right? We don't even... I don't think we have even a single Protoss today. Hashtag why not Protoss?
Oh, Volt resub. Thanks, Volt.
Voltacus! 2+ month of tryharding. Will this unlucky day be my day? Maybe.
better be.
Maybe. I hope so. I hope so for your sake. Voltacus actually has quite a few. Not quite a few. I see. Oh, that's it. You have these 2 semi-final finishes in the past Sea Duckling Opens. So yeah, definitely has the chance. I mean, look, we've already seen two former champions drop down to the lower bracket. 3 actually. Raevar, Mikkel Cookies, and Slave Master are all champions alumni. Yeah. Alumni. No, alumnus is the singular. Alumni is the plural. I think. Right? Yes.
I think so.
Alright, everyone playing mech, huh?
Ugh.
Ugh. I'm actually surprised to see that Voltacus versus Milk and Cookies it ended quite quickly. It's actually, so far we only had mirror matchups, didn't we? Yeah, but
Looks
Edennil
like
versus
it,
Raevar is ZVZ.
Light Slave Master.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
ZVZ. And Voltacus versus Milk and Cookies is TBT. At least they're on different sides of the bracket, so we have a Tavern bracket and a Zerg bracket. I'm suspicious, with Light doing the bracket. I just didn't want to face any Terrans.
I don't think the Light's gonna purposely give himself that many ZVZs though.
Look, if it's between ZVZ and ZVT, well, that's true. Kuro is saying that Light loves his ZVT. And it is, I think, one of his most practiced matchups, because he constantly practices with Milk and Cookies.
This entire clan should be good at versus Terran with the amount of times we play with Milk and Yaku.
Yeah. Actually, to be honest. I mean, considering they're half the clan at this point.
And it's just me, the lone Protoss.
Chewy. That's the lone probe.
Yeah, I'm the lone probe which proxies a random gateway somewhere.
Kuro is saying it's not good, still is losing it. I'm not losing it, I'm just trying to fill up time. We have no game. I have nothing to talk about. I have nothing to show for. We've literally gone over the bracket. We've tried to discuss our morning routines. We've discussed what we had for lunch. I mean, write a poem. All right, let's see. Let's see, a poem for LE. Literally and literacy. Both starts with L and not with E. But enlightening and list, excrevit and euphoric. With E they'll continue until something bluric. There we go. That's a proper. Yeah.
Wasn't enough low leopard.
Not hashtag low leopard. Not bad for an improv to. I kind of fumbled the last rhyme, but I know. I think that could be my my brand of poetry. That I always fumble one of the rhymes.
We may have a match. I think Shaw's just got out of his game.
Yes. He exclaims, and the tilt streak continues.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. Okay, so
Omop
Omop
won
won
2-0.
2-0. Right, so I guess we'll go
So
cast
I guess
Omop
we're going
versus
to Volt
Voltacus.
Omop. Oh, 2-1, not 2-0.
Yeah, 2-1, not 2-0. Alright, first map will be Backwater. Which is next to Backpink. Or Blackwater.
Blackpink.
It's Blackwater and Backpink. Not sure what Backpink means. Let's not
Let's not go there. No.
let's not go there. Alright. We'll get Omop in, get Voltacus in. Let's get the casters inside. You should have an invite. Yep, there we go.
Omop just needs a minute.
Yeah. We'll give it a minute. We've been we've been filling time for the past 10 minutes, so we can go another 1 minute with me reciting LE poetry. Let's try another one, shall we? Lithally, live left, lilt, lily enliven. In environments, environmental, ethnic exciting, and ephemeral. That, I think that rhymed. I'll have, no, that was not good. All right.
Okay, Omop's ready. Volt's ready. I'm ready.
All right, well, go. This, of course, will be a TVT, as a Terran versus Terran, Voltacus versus Omop. Both regulars of the Sea Duckling Open. Yeah, both Final Four finalists in the past. Both have shown some interesting results. Let's hope they'll show some interesting TVT. I know it's not everyone's favorite matchup. And yeah, I actually like it.
It's better than CVZ.
I mean, I've actually, in terms of casting, I don't mind ZVZ at all. I think once you cast it, it becomes a lot more entertaining. All right, everyone, welcome to Backwater LE. LE, of course, stands for.
Game paused.
No, it doesn't stand for game pause. I'm pretty sure that's GP. Oh, right, they're both EU. Right, correct. Forgot to check that.
Oh, they're on US West. That's not good. Okay, let's regame that.
Yeah, right. So let's switch over to EV. That's my bad. I forgot to ask. It's,
I knew Volt was EU, but I wasn't sure about Omop.
Yeah, Omop is from Finland. I actually knew that. I didn't even need to ask. I just
Okay, we're
forget
going
about
to
it.
EU.
Ew. We're going to EU. No, I'm not supposed to be. Where's? We're stuck on the wrong chat again. Oh boy.
We can get to Volt through Proxy Tempest channel.
Yeah. Everyone's in the wrong chat. Yeah, we just invite people from Proxy Tempest. I think that will be the. Right. Come on. It's backwater,
Okay,
right?
Kara can do the inviting.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm starting the lobby. Don't worry. Just takes
I,
time.
I know you, Steel. You do a good job with those lobbies.
All right. It's Guru and you inside, and everyone else. So Voltacus. We just need Omop. No, there's Omop. Voltacus should be arriving shortly. There we go. Set up. Actually, on EU we can actually set up a party. That would have been, might have been a little easier. Ah, yes. Everyone prepare your drinks. I'm about to complain about the Blizzard interface. I hate it. All right, players are ready. Everyone's ready. Let's go. The robots coming over here, stealing Steel's gerbs. Why am I getting robotic again? I was hoping my
You're
new
fine
and
on my end, Steel.
I was hoping my new and improved internet might actually improve that. All right, everyone, welcome back to Backwater LE. LE, of course, as I was about to say, stands for not that word. Launch exploration. Launch exploration. To space. In the northwest will be our green Terran from Psionic Aftermath. It is Voltacus. And in the southeast, don't jump on me. Sorry. In the southeast will be our red Terran from no team at all, but from Finland. It is Omop. Right. Omop setting an early SCV out across the map. Is he planning to shenanigan?
Well, they're both doing the same build at the moment, apart from that SCV.
Yeah. Well, he did build a barracks at home, so it's not.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a proxy. Probably just a safe scout
No,
more
it's
than
not.
anything.
All right, now he's going in. For a second, I thought he was maybe planning on setting up a bunker in a weird place, but nope.
No, it's just an early scout.
Yeah.
Making sure that there's no shenanigans happening on the other side of the map.
Yeah. And of course, Backwater, also a nice place where you can hide your SCVs or Walker Scouts in these reeds, all the way, or ferns, or whatever the things are. I think those are reeds. I'm no expert, other than the fact that I am. But
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure it's just some really long grass, but that's me.
Yeah. If only I was a landscape architect and actually knew this stuff. Alright, so both Reapers kind of face each other off, and yeah, Omop is content to go back. I mean, he did get a good scout on Voltacus's business, and he has that worker on the other side of the map. So we'll have a second scout sooner rather than later. I'm kind of worried that he doesn't see that Voltacus isn't expanding.
Yeah, and there's also cyclones going out, and Omop. There's no cyclones coming out for Omop right now.
Yeah, his factory is getting one, but ooh, and he actually lost one of his Reapers.
He's gonna
No,
deny this
almost.
DC for a bit too.
Almost lost one of his Reapers, sorry. Both of them are still alive, they were in the red. And yeah, Voltacus delaying that command center. That's a good catch. I mean, good catch. He has to do that since he hasn't even started his own. Ah, look at that.
Proxy
Omop.
Starport coming
Proxy
down for
Starport.
Omop.
Not sure about it.
Not
I mean,
sure what this is going to be for.
well, he will probably get to finish that command center.
And a
But,
Cyclone drop for Voltacus right now coming out,
yeah.
which is
There's also-
interesting.
Okay,
But he's
Voltacus
going to
now
scout the Starport.
he does set up the his command center. I don't think it's not going to scout the starport, but this cyclone drop will be so devastating, I think, because Omop. Actually, it does make 2 cyclones at home, so you will have the chance to defend here, but I think Voltacus will have enough time to
Yeah, he's just getting the
choose
SCV
through
down.
these SCVs. Yeah, it's 8 already, 9, 10. Oh boy.
He's going to lose the Cyclone.
There's
12
one
maybe.
cyclone.
Okay,
Yeah,
one
but
Cyclone.
14 SCVs.
Ooh,
And a
that's a
cyclone. That is fantabulous. That was a really, really good drop. Voltacus really changing it up. I mean, yeah, it looked like Omop had that advantage with that much earlier command center, but now he has half the SCVs that Voltacus has. I mean, if he could have just shut down that that drop, he would have been in such a great position. But as it is, I think that's just too much. And now Voltacus will set up this Liberator and get even more SCVs. Omop doing the same on the other side of the map, but yeah, it's now down to 13 SCVs to 33.
That was not great by Voltacus sending all those Marines straight into range of that Liberator, really.
Yeah, but again, he can afford to lose these.
Can.
Look at that oversaturated natural base.
Okay, Omop's Liberator gets cleaned up.
I mean, pretty soon he's about to expand into a third base, maybe, and then you finally spot that starport. Right.
It's leaving.
Yeah, I don't think Omop has any chance of returning here. Now Voltacus says tanks set up at home.
Slightly further away.
Is actually
In the bottom left base. Rather than flying it home. So I'm assuming he's going to carry on building out of that.
Ooh, Omop taking a third base. That's
risky in his current economic situation.
I
he only
don't
has
think
2 cyclones.
He won't have a chance to capitalize on it. He needs those 400 minerals to make units.
He really does need units at this point because that's a decent push coming out from Voltacus.
And he's setting up 2 barracks, but I don't think he won't have a chance to use them. Already siege tanks here. Voltacus leapfrogging the tanks. Yeah, and it's, I think
landing the Vikings.
Landing the Vikings.
The extra damage.
Yeah, GG is called, and Voltacus will take the first game in this series. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Voltacus played incredibly well in that game.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. It was a bit risky, delaying that first command center for so long. I mean, if his Reapers didn't manage to kill the SCV on Omop's side at the beginning, I think he would have been in a lot of trouble.
I mean, he did have that Cyclone drop that did a lot of damage as well.
Mm-hmm.
He did manage to get a third Cyclone killed because Omop decides to try and focus down the medevac instead of the Cyclone.
Yeah. Right, so right. don't know what Omop's next map is. I keep forgetting that he's not in the channel. I think we're going to have to change like our group name or something in EU. Right,
Yeah,
we're
we
going
need to do something because we keep getting put in the wrong.
to
I'm not
walk
even.
into
Yeah, I'm in the wrong
Eastwatch.
one. So
Yeah, I'm with you. We're both in the whatever.
we're in the cool kids chat.
Right. Let's get Voltacus in. It's kind of essential. Right. The players coming in. I think Yaku in chat is just trying to bait me.
What's Yaku up to?
He's saying the B word. All right. Everyone's in lobby. Everyone's ready. Let's go. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, and just to remind you, the signups for next week's Sea Duckling Open are live. The number 23. Anywhere between the leagues of bronze and diamonds. Well, you're welcome to join. All right, everyone. Welcome to Eastwatch LE by the Sea. LE, of course, in case you did not know, stands for Latrine Extortion. Latrine Extortion. That's when you show the latrine pictures of a dirty, dirty toilet and squeeze it for money. I think. I don't know. To the southwest will be our red Terran, all the way from Finland. It is Omop. And in the northeast, from Team Psionic Aftermath, it is the Green Terran, Voltacus. He's currently up 1 in this series. Right. This time, yeah, again, they're both opening quite conservatively. Omop again with that SCV Scout. We do see a lot of Terrans do proxy builds on Eastwatch. Not necessarily all-in builds, but you know, starting up with barracks on the other side of the map. Since it's such a weird map with so many paths, it's kind of easy to hide things. Yeah. So you can sometimes do some very nasty early damage with it. All right, that's just getting a look-see. Omop setting up for building that command center again. He's making a typical Reaper expand, while Voltacus going for a Reaper without expansion. He's going to a Reaper factory, and then a starport. Which again is kind of a delayed command center opening.
Yeah, I feel like Volt likes to go for a bit of early aggression rather than the quick expansions. Try and get some damage in.
Yeah.
And then just macro up behind that.
Yeah, he's sitting here with his Reaper, waiting for Omop's Reaper, or waiting for his second Reaper to come out. And actually, this time we'll have a Cyclone coming out before that Reaper.
Yeah, I think Omop is.
Oh no, sorry, he already has a second Reaper. Completely missed
Yeah,
that. He's getting a third Reaper. Yeah, okay. Omop waiting with his two Reapers again. This time he got the command center much earlier, so Voltacus will not have a chance to delay that. And now we can see if my observations from the last game hold up. With the Voltacus being down in a base for a significant amount of time. Let's see if that will work. Especially on Ace Watch, you know, it has a bit of a rush distance. It's not that straightforward. It takes time to cross the map. So
yeah,
all
we
of
see
these
Cyclone
units.
drop again for Voltacus. Seems to be his thing.
Yeah. Let's see. Omop this time. It's even less prepared than before. He doesn't even have that Cyclone up yet. He only has a couple of Reapers.
Ooh, he took down one of Omop's Reapers as
And
well.
one of them is dead. Yeah, I think this time it will actually do a hell of a lot more damage. Yeah, he has no army units at this point in the game. And here's that drop, right in the mineral line. Two Cyclones. These SCVs. That's 9 SCVs disappeared, 10 disappeared, 11, and even more, 12. Oof. He's juggling the Cyclones, getting them out of the fray. And yeah, he's even killing Omop's Cyclones. Again, Omop with no army units.
Yeah, this is Voltacus is micro.
Another Cyclone comes out, gets shot down immediately.
It's very good.
Oh boy.
In comes a Liberator now as well.
Yeah.
This is painful for Omop.
Yeah, this is done. It's got no. Yeah, and that Liberator is going to camp the production, so anything that comes out will immediately get rained on with death. And Omop is actually down in the low ground. He couldn't shut up. Oh boy. Alright, trying to sneak up. Oh, does get Voltacus's Cyclone. I think Voltacus was on the other side of the map, taking care of his macro. And we'll get rid of that Liberator. So it actually manages to hold this, but
he's still in a lot of trouble with the working difference, 30 SCVs to 18.
Yeah, and Voltacus already has 2 more Cyclones coming out with that Medivac across the map.
Yeah, Voltacus can just power his macro right now, pretty much, but he's sending these next 2 Cyclones across.
Yeah. It's important to note, he's been building Warchers this entire time, so when this base finished, he already had the Warchers to make use of it. Now he's going to get a hell of a lot more Warcher kills. There we go, GG. That's... oh boy.
That was brutal to watch.
That was very brutal. Yeah, again, that build... it really does rely on that those 2 Cyclones messing up that mineral line. And yeah, it's a powerful build. It really is. So yeah, so Voltacus will advance to the semifinals. Edennil winning 2-0 against Rogstad. And he's going up against Light VAP. I assume let's switch up to
switch back to NA. I'm assuming we're picking up Edennil versus Light.
We'll see where it is at if they're out of the game. No, they're in game.
Are they in game?
Yeah, they've been in game for 8 minutes according to the thing.
Oh, I guess they started while we were.
Alrighty.
Already.
Yeah, it looks like everyone is in game at the moment, including the lower brackets. which finally have some plays in them. You see Raevar winning 1-0 against Shards. Yeah, and goes up against Milk and Cookies. And Slave Master will go up against Rockstad. Yeah, the lower bracket is just it's a best of one, so it usually runs much quicker once it gets populated by players. Sea Duckling Open number 22, the cast filler simulator. Yep.
Very much so.
Definitely a tournament with a lot of downtime. Well, you know, sometimes you win them, sometimes you lose them. Look, last week we attached ourselves to Edennil and rode him all the way to the finals. So that was an easy one. You know, this week things kind
a bit different. We just need to kidnap Light as soon as. Okay, Light's back in.
Yeah.
Let's kidnap Light.
All right, let's see what their status is. No, they're setting up a lobby immediately.
They're on game 2.
All right. Right.
Mukura's in the lobby, so. Don't call me out, Kuro. I will fight you.
Kura is accusing me of being polite. Alright, so Edennil is up 1-0 so far in this series, and we are joining into game 2 of this Zerg versus Zerg.
Can Light defend his dollary dues this week?
It's also a rematch from last week, since Light VIP was the contender who lost to Edennil in the final. Looks like Edennil is doing well so far.
Yeah, Edennil has really come in and just shown how good he is.
Mm-hmm. Righty then. Welcome everyone to Blackpink LE yet again. LE of course stands for Latin everything. Latin everything. That's when you wanna go mad for Latin. In the northeast will be our Green Zerg from our own clan KranKy. It is team captain, Light VIP. And in the southwest, from SC2 Swarm, it is the Blue Zerg, Edennil. Currently up 1 in the series, and also defending champion. The Sea Duckling Open, number 21. Light going for a pool first. Edennil going for a hatchery first. This Light planning on being really, really aggressive. You know he's not beyond these kinds of tactics. So to get
I
that
think he's
hatchery
playing
now.
safe because there's the hatchery.
Mm-hmm.
When you're down a map, it's probably best to play safe.
Or to play really aggressive and get a point. You know.
I guess.
Both things could work. Alright. He's getting his 6 Zerglings out. That's his usual thing. He almost always, if not actually always, goes for a 6 Zergling opening. And hence the nickname Link Team 6. We'll see if he decides to get more than that. Edennil does get a scout on it. He's getting 6 Zerglings of his own. He's going to have a couple of queens by the time these Zerglings arrive. No bending nest coming out of Edennil. At least not just yet. I mean, he doesn't need it to actually defend against these Zerglings, but I mean, they're going to have speed in about 30 seconds, 20 seconds, something like that. And of course a bending nest, so now Light can make some bendings. And Edennil, he's not getting a roach warren, he's not getting a bending nest. He's now walling off with a couple of evolution chambers. Now he's getting the roach warren. So Light has a definite window here to make a lot of grief for Edennil, which Edennil
is getting the spine crawler though.
yeah, he realizes that he's very vulnerable at the moment until these roaches are up, and he's blocking off this ramp with a wall, a couple of queens, a spine crawler. He's even sacrificing some larva injects just to keep that that wall closed. And yeah, Light is not going aggressive. He's not getting a roach warren of his own.
Well, it's Light. He doesn't build roaches.
I mean, he's getting a lair, but you know, I'm not sure how he's going to break that. I mean, maybe he wants to Elevator Lord, which will actually, yeah, it's exactly what he's doing. He's Mio-micing it. It's
I mean, nobody would expect that in the current meta, honestly.
yeah, and it does get him beyond that wall. Let's see what about Edennil's vision here. There's not a lot of room for Light VIP to drop these. It's also a slow overlord, so it's this is a very slow elevator. Do we need some elevator?
No one expects the slow overlord.
Okay, Zerg elevator music. Yeah. Yep. He tries to jump on the wall while this attack is going on, but
There's just too many queens there.
There's too many queens, there's a spine, there's some roaches out already for Edennil, and this attack did pretty much nothing. Edennil lost 4 Zerglings, that's it. That's his entire unit lost in this game.
And this elevator tactic's not going to work now because Edennil has units in place.
I think if he elevated some more banelings with this, he might have had a chance to get a lot more work kills. Ooh, does get the roach warren, so that's good. And the wall is no, it's actually plugged with queens. But this evolution chamber is very low.
Okay, so Light gets an evo chamber and the roach warren.
I mean, he does have a chance to catch up in roaches, since Edennil. Wait. No,
Light doesn't have a roach warren.
Doesn't have a roach warren. Ooh, Edennil going for a Nidus. And I think, yeah,
he probably figures out that Light's not got much to spend back at home with how many links he's floating across the map.
Exactly. And while he's busy trying to bust this wall, which is going to be very difficult, yeah, he's going to have roaches in his base. What kind of vision does he have here? Edennil has There's a few overlords around. Nothing in the natural or in the main, though. But I mean, it's enough that he jumps on Light VIP's third. With some roaches and, you know, and a Nidus. That could work. The idea is to just get these slow roaches to the other side of the map. Alright, we have another elevator drop. But, yeah, I thought that would actually be Banelings, but no, just...
I feel like Banelings would have been good for the initial one.
It's still, it's
Although,
so slow.
Light doesn't have bang speed, so...
Let's say, look at the units lost tab with the Shift L. It looks very grim for for Light. It lost so much.
Yeah,
and gains so little.
6 lings and 3 roach warrens.
I mean, yeah, I did get killed 3 roach warrens, but yeah, the defense did not break. All right, we have a Nidus in the main of Light VIP.
And he hasn't noticed it yet.
He should notice it. Yep, there it is. No, he's going away.
Why? No.
I think he's just...
Now he notices it when everything's come out.
Alright, now he notices. And yeah, that everything is out on Edennil's side, and the injects are going for the queens, but a lot of them are dying, and I think Edennil missed a couple of injects, but
well,
yeah,
Edennil has the roach lead anyway, so...
Yeah, and pretty much all of Light VIP's workers are dead. Yeah, it's transfuses, not injects.
Yeah,
I was saying injects.
Yeah, you said injects.
And I was already thinking, that's not the right word. Doesn't matter what the right word is, just keep on talking. No one will notice. Except Kuro.
The suck players.
Transfuses and injects. Oh boy. Yeah, hey, Kuro, you're the one who wanted to... who didn't want me to bring injects up as a subject. Alright, so Edennil will win this series and go up against Voltacus for the semi-final. So we'll just set that up. Our first map will be Acid Plant. No, no, they're starting. Shh. The fuck? What? Don't just jump on us. All right, so let's see. So Edennil made the lobby. Let's see if. All right. All right, so Voltacus will be here in a couple of minutes. No, there is. No, he's pending. All right, yeah, Voltacus will be here in a while. Okay, Voltacus is pending. All right, so this is going to be a ZVT semi-final. This is finally we're having a non-mirror matchup today. It's a mirror kind of day. In the lower bracket, Raevar wins 1-0 against Milk and Cookies. We'll go up against Light VIP, who just lost his series against Edennil. Slave Master versus Rockstead is still going on, apparently. These two are at it. And yeah, we're still waiting on Voltacus, who's apparently watching the stream instead of while he's waiting for a game. Kata, are you there?
I'm still here. I'm
Okay.
just waiting patiently.
We have to entertain the crowds, the masses. If you don't entertain them, they will revolt and, take over the Roman Empire. This is a bread and circus. I mean, we can't feed them through the internet. They have to take care of that themselves. We have to entertain them. Now, my go-to move is to do Zergling sounds, or Void Ray ASMR, but apparently that's not everyone's favorite pastime. Alright, we do have Voltacus, I
How
think.
can people
finally.
enjoy
Yay!
ASMR?
Yeah, is it? What?
How can people not enjoy Void Ray ASMR?
No, they don't. They keep complaining every time I do it.
These people are not people of culture.
Alright, so we're going and we're going to start the game. First map will be Acid Plant. Well, let's go. We see who's our first finalist of the day. Alrighty, everyone. Welcome back to Acid Plant LE. LE, of course, stands for Legislation Evocation. Legislation Evocation. Which is, when you want laws, you just evocate those legislations, and they come. Because laws. In the southeast, our current defending champion of the Sea Duckling Open from SC2 Swarm, the Blue Zerg, is Edennil. And in the northwest, from Team Psionic Aftermath, it is the Green Terran, Voltacus. Voltacus. Or Voltacus. I gotta ask him how he pronounces it.
Probably Voltacus.
Yeah. I don't know, there's probably a British way of saying it, right?
I would say Voltacus, but I don't know which part of Britain he's from, so he could say it different to me. Because accents.
Yeah. Yeah, Britain is kind of weird like that.
We're weird in many ways still. Not just how we speak.
No, it's like, all countries have different dialects and accents within them. But in Britain, it's like, it's so extreme and on such a small area you have like tiny areas where just people have this entirely different way of speaking where they just don't understand each other, even though they're speaking the same language. So
Yes, pretty much.
it's kind of, I don't know, I like it actually. I like a lot of British accents. Even the one that I consider to be kind of stupid in your local local colloquialism stuff, you know. The weirder they are, the more I like them actually. Right,
Oh,
so
my
far.
accent's not weird, so. Nah.
What?
My accent isn't that weird, so.
That's what everyone says. Alright, so the Reaper doesn't really get much done here. Edennil does get 3 bases. So it's quite early. Not super early, but you know, at the 2.5 minutes mark to get a 3rd hatchery.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
That's quick. Yeah, but I think it is well defended so far. Now Voltacus did go for a simple Reaper expand. Didn't go for that Helion drop this time. I mean, I guess that works more on Terran than on Zerg.
Yeah, you don't tend to see many Cyclones in TVZ. It's usually just go straight into bio.
No, we do see them sometimes because they're very effective against roaches. Again, it depends on the Zerg build.
Yeah. I think
Although-
Voltacus is playing a safe opener because he hasn't had a chance to get much scouting info on what Edennil's doing, so...
And Voltacus, yeah, is going for 2 barracks, 1 factory, 1 starport, steam marine build, which is like the classic, like powerful Terran build. Very difficult to go against if you don't know it's coming or you know how to defend it. Yep, going to switch up the factory and the starport, get double medevac production, and yeah, when this thing hits the Zerg, it's going to hit hard. It's going to hit fast. And again, Acid Plant, as we mentioned pretty much every time, is kind of a drop-prone map. It's got a lot of vulnerabilities to that a dropping player can utilize. Especially
with
with
a lot of space between bases, so it's very hard to defend multiple places at once on this map.
Especially with a fast dropping unit like Medivac, that can boost from one place to the other and pick up quickly and then move and then drop somewhere else. I mean, against a Zerg, it's kind of okay because you usually have queens in every hatchery. You have Crypt connecting the bases. You have a quick speedling army, so you're a little more mobile, especially in this composition. It's already Edennil already setting up 5 queens in his 3rd base, ready to catch that drop. And if Voltacus isn't careful, if he's not watching, paying attention, there's 6 queens here to snipe that thing. That Medivac is dead.
He's just
The
gonna
second
try to
it goes in, yep.
and pulls out super quick because this is gonna lose that, and that would not be good.
Yep, he did the
now
right
we have a
thing.
double drop. Voltacus heading towards the main, but again, it's been scouted because Edennil has very good map vision.
Yeah, he has a lot. Yeah, he has pretty damn good map vision. He spotted those medivacs, I think, on 3 different occasions. So he's kind of
He's out of position
spreading
for this
creep
drop
here.
coming in at the main, though.
He did pre-spread some creep here. But again, like I said before, with this speedling army and creep spread everywhere, a Zerg is actually, I think, the best equipped to deal with that kind of harassment. Does lose 3 drones, so that's something. And you always want to be ahead in workers against the Terran as a Zerg. And right now he's a little behind. Voltacus just making SCVs the whole time.
It's what Voltacus is famous for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so far these drops. I actually would like to see a Viking running around the place, clearing out these units around the map, or at least use the medivacs with the marines.
Ooh,
Oh, oof, that's a nice pick-off.
nice pick up for Edennil there.
Yeah,
There is still 2 medevacs and some marines just outside the third base for Edennil, though, waiting for.
yeah,
Within.
that's what I was trying to say earlier. I'd like to see him use it to clear out the map a little. Now he's just clearing up creep, trying to catch that opportunity to kill something, gets a queen. Yeah, that's a good utility, but yeah, clearing up the...
Edennil just accidentally attacked his hatchery there.
And also, I think he F2'd his army. Because all of his Zerglings on the middle of the map disappeared and suddenly it doesn't have map vision.
Yeah, that.
I think that was a bit of a mistake.
Yeah. I mean, he's got plenty of queens to replace that one he lost anyway.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so
It's
another
not like that
drop,
was a massive pick-off.
another drop is going to be unloaded here in the main. But there are Hydras this time as well, so... Yeah, I think this drop play is going to get shut down now. Edennil getting a macro Hydra. We have seen him do this before in last week's appearance in this duo. Now another.
Yeah, another medevac got sniped there.
Yeah, Voltacus was just losing a lot. Lost 3
Edennil
medevacs,
really
38 marines, 38 marines and a liberator. He's going to. I think lose another liberator here. Might actually get some units though. Gets 1 worker so far and some larva. And now the posse of queens is coming. I like this the queen posse moving around. Oh, no transfuse there. Yeah, Edennil losing a queen unnecessarily.
He's got plenty more.
Yeah.
He's still got 4 there.
No, but it's important to save them because that's a lot of his army power right now is in those queens.
Oh dear.
This is again up against Steam Marines, which have +1 upgrade, and now there's some tanks in the force and a Liberator for good measure. You can now start to zone out the flank here. Edennil does jump on this army and you will clean it up.
Oh,
nice
and a
flank
flank
maneuver
from
the
behind
back.
by Edennil as well to clean that up.
Yeah. Even gets some of these. Oh!
Ooh.
Some of these medevacs?
Most of the medevacs are down.
All of them.
Voltacus. Oh, yep, there goes the last one.
That's the entire army.
Yep. Edennil can counterattack now, and that's what he's planning on doing.
That was nasty, and Voltacus doesn't have much to defend at home. He has 1 tank, 1 liberator who are out of position. A good scan. That was a good scan. Just in time, but I don't think it will be enough. There's too many Hydras. The paintings are kind of stuck in the back. I think that kind of works against Edennil. If they were in the front, they would have, I think, done a lot more damage.
There's too many Hydras here, though.
Yeah, but there's Hydra still a good unit.
And there's a nice Zergling flank again.
Yep. And that will pretty much get cleaned out. These Liberators. If Edennil doesn't... I think he's bleeding too many units for this. No. He's going to lose a lot of these Hydras.
Voltacus has no army supply right now,
Voltacus
so...
lost 40 SCVs, and he's still at 46 workers.
Yeah, Voltacus's SCV production is insane.
Yeah. And he's getting Ghost and Cloak. Okay.
Be interesting to see how much he can hold on here, because that's a massive amount of banelings being lost to bust that supply depot wall.
Yeah, Voltacus doesn't have much of an army. He does have one tank here to defend. But that might not be enough. It's not even sieged. Right, now it's sieging up. I mean, look, one lucky nuclear... Yeah, this is making a nuke. That's going to be a sneaky ghost.
Desperation nuke.
Yeah, this is the Terran version of DT drop. Went behind. Try to do
When
something.
behind, nuke.
Nuke them.
Edennil being cautious and going home right now.
I mean, look, Voltacus is on two bases that are basically mined out.
Yeah.
It's
He's just gonna go home, defend till he gets Ultralisks out.
yeah. It's just it's getting a spire as well, just in case. So yeah, I think Edennil will be able to crush whatever Voltacus goes in. You know, unless there's a lucky nuke here somewhere. I mean, and it has to land on the army. I think even if it clears an entire mineral line somewhere on the map, I don't think that will be enough.
No.
It has to clear the army somehow. And again, this army is way too mobile to be hit by a nuke. Unless Voltacus gets really lucky. Right, he's just now being able to set up his third base. Because Edennil left a pooper lord over here, which it doesn't even get the pooper lord. This pooper lord.
The Overlord lives to poop another day.
It doesn't want Voltacus to get a ninja base. He's look at that. He has eyes on all of these bases. That's some very nice maneuvering by Edennil. Right, he's actually getting Corruptors. He's not going for Ultralisks.
He might go for Brood Lords as well. You know, just really go for real late games comp.
Alright, and he jumps on Voltacus's third base. Everything goes right into the center, and there's that nuke. But I don't think that's going to do much. It does push it a little back, but still, Voltacus lost his base. Oof. Voltacus cancelling that nuke just in time.
Before it kills his own army.
Oh boy. The maneuver, otherwise known as the Optimus, I think.
Yeah, you don't nuke your own army.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, Edennil is getting a air weapons upgrade. He only got these 3 Corruptors, so I'm not really sure. And he's going for Ultralisk. I think he hasn't really made up his mind. He's getting you know, upgrades for one tech path and units for another tech path. Alright, so we have another nuke here trying to nuke the army, but the real move here is all these Ducklings in the third. Alright, so it does get a lot of these Hydras, but yeah, Voltacus has no mineral income, basically. Look at the numbers down below. He has plus 500, 600 a minute. It's not where you want to be.
I mean, he's still trying to get damage done.
And actually, these two bases are the floating orbitals from the main and the natural. So yeah, that's a very desperate Terran.
He's holding on, but I don't think he's going to be able to hold on for that much longer.
Yeah, I just don't see it. He's now down to 18 workers to Edennil's 71. His army is a third of the force of Edennil. Yeah, it's just not going to work. There's just these 2 clouds of Zerg army. One is a Speedling's army. It's going to get split up here, surround these workers, deny this base yet again, while at the same time jumping on the other base with whatever these things are. I'm trying to think of a fruit that describes this. It's like a pineapple with a blue pineapple.
Voltacus
With
should have used his
claws.
own army and dance. Beautiful.
Oh boy.
What a beautiful ending to that game. That's one way of punishing your army for
Shake my
losing.
head. Well, Edennil good unit. Edennil good unit. Alright, we are going into Neon Violet Square. Alright, let's set up the lobby. Yeah, man. Here we go. Let's get Kuro in here. She's essential. Kata, you wanna join as well?
Yes.
Alright. Is everyone ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, gotta put on a show, Voltacus says.
I mean, he'd lost, so, you know,
Yeah, you know.
might as well go out with a very large explosion.
Yeah, I just got... I caught the last end of it. I was busy looking, trying to find a good name for those damn Ultralisks. That skin is so weird. It just looks like a spiky pineapple. Alright everyone, welcome to Neon Violent Square, LE. LE, of course, stands for Leech Equipment. Leech Equipment. That's, you know, when you want to deal with leeches, you want leech equipment. In the southeast will be our Green Terran from Team Psionic Aftermath. It is Voltacus. And in the northwest, from SC2 Swarm, the Blue Zerg, currently up 1 in this series and defending champion of Sea Duckling Open. It is Edennil. Alright, Voltacus. His first SCV is out on the map. See? He's going to Gagnamid.
He's just gonna trade expand to the gold
Yep.
with a CC first.
CC first at the gold.
I'm very
Okay.
curious now.
Would have
I've
been more
not seen
curious to
this
see
before.
what would have happened if Edennil tried to proxy hatch in the same spot.
That would have been awkward.
Usually,
Yeah,
proxy.
I've never seen this before, so this is interesting.
Usually proxy hatches on near the Violent Square will be at the third base location, but sometimes they do happen in the gold. You know. Proxy hatch Zergs, they tend to have, like, their own thing.
Yeah,
They,
like
they-
kind of Russian Protoss.
Yeah. Alright, but Edennil, he did go for a hatchery first, so...
Yeah, this isn't
not-
gonna get. He's not gonna outright kill Voltacus to do this. So
yeah, and he's actually going to, by the time he gets here to scout anything, he's not going to say anything weird, I think, with Voltacus's build order. He's
yeah,
going to
he's
send
gonna catch the S transfer. So
that Overlord might catch the that command center. Yeah, man, you can do it.
I think
No,
he's
I
just
don't-
gonna miss it.
Yeah, he's going to miss it.
Yep, just misses it.
Yep, that's... Yep. That's nice. There's another one. No, that's I thought it was
Yeah,
another
the other
one
one on the
way,
right's
which
not going to catch it either, so
Yeah.
nothing's going to be off Edennil.
Yeah, it's going to look completely normal. That's a nice build by Voltacus. I think Yaku just found his next favorite build to do.
Oh
So,
no.
that little magpie. he likes gold.
Everyone likes gold though.
No, he's a pug pie. For that and more inside jokes of the CranKy Ducklings, please feel free to subscribe to the CranKy Ducklings channel, where you will have access to our weekly practice sessions. Now, Voltacus is going for 3 barracks, eh? No factory, no starport.
Well, I mean, he's got the minerals for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be really aggressive.
And the Lings don't get in either.
But they do scout the 3 barracks, eh? So,
that's gonna confuse Edennil, I think. You know, seeing 3 barracks and SCC being made at natural just now, he might realize something's off.
Now, Edennil did. Now, he did see the timing on that second expansion. So, yeah,
He's going for Nidus.
Nidus, yeah. I think that's a good call. If you're up against a Terran that you don't know what they're doing on a big map like this, and you're going for roaches and you're on 2 bases, Nidus is the way to go. It's going to give you so many options, both defensively and offensively.
I mean, Volt has, you know, he's got pretty good vision of his own base in his own main, so.
Right. Finally, that Reaper is going to go in. He killed 1 drone. So
He didn't scout the Nidus though.
well, the Nidus in the middle. Oh, it's coming. He's
Not
surrounding it.
entirely sure that's the best positioning for that Nidus.
Surrounding it with
But
workers, but the Marines are in. They're about to get steamed. They're steam Marines now. And that Nidus gets denied immediately. There's another one already coming up. And he also scouts the gold finally.
And now he scouts the gold.
Yeah, I think he knows where the next.
SCV is skiing a bit.
This is where the next Nidus is going to go. Yep.
Yeah, there's nothing much he can do to defend that, so he's just gonna float.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Voltacus held it perfectly, pretty much. I mean, he did lose the gold, but yeah, it didn't actually lose the gold.
No.
Still has all the SCVs, he has the...
He still has the orbital, he's still got the SCVs, he's made use of it.
It looks like is he floating it to the... Yeah, to the back base, the half base. No, he's just letting it chill at home.
Ooh.
Oh, there's another Nidus coming in. This time, Voltacus spots it. There's 2 Widow Mines board right next to it. Ooh, this is dangerous. He might actually lose his SCVs.
Dangerous.
Yeah, there we go.
And another one comes in, but I don't think Volt spotted it.
No, he does. He shoots it. It's in his vision.
He's not moving anything, although maybe he's waiting to bait the Widow Mine shots. Because he has one selected right now.
Alright, so I think that was a too big of a risk.
I think that was a too risky move for Volt there.
Yeah. I mean, he does have Steam Marines with a Medivac backup, but these are a lot of roaches. Alright, another Widow Mine connection, but roaches be beefy. Oof.
I think leaving that Nidus to pop up was just too much of a risky maneuver.
Yeah.
But there's another Nidus now in the main.
Yeah, that's...
Although that gets cleaned up pretty easy, but...
Yeah, but the roaches are still here, and now they're camping the production. They're going to get...
Yep.
Start to get some add-ons, maybe. They do get a lot of SCVs. Yeah, Voltacus is down to 10 SCVs. There's not much you can do to come back from this, even on 3 bases.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah, I don't know if maybe he just narrowly missed the vision on that Nidus.
Yeah, I think he kind of didn't see it. Once the first one died, it was like I need to be somewhere else and deal with other shit. And then yeah, Edennil showing some fantastic maneuvers here. I really like it.
Yeah, Volt was doing so well until that Nidus.
Yeah. All right. So Edennil will be our first finalist of today. Down in the lower bracket, Raevar is up against Omop. To see who will go against the Voltacus. Yeah, so we'll have to wait until that game ends. Yeah, so I think I've just set up the lobby already. It's going to be on Blackpink, and we'll just chill there and wait for Raevar versus Omop.
We might as well just get Volt in the lobby too.
Yeah, exactly. It's so what I intend to do. Right. Yeah, that map will be Blackpink again. Okay, so Raevar versus Omap would be a TVZ, of course. So that could, could take anywhere between 5 minutes and 5 hours. Yeah, Edennil is saying that Voltacus thought it was putting the Nidus in the main.
Okay, we got our match. It's Raevar versus Voltacus.
Right. Okay. Wait, KatatoniK, why aren't you? Yeah, where's Voltacus? Volt. Oh. I think Volt was watching watching the stream instead. All right, Voltacus is in. Raevar is invited. Yeah, there we go. So this will be a battle to see who's our second finalist of today. It'll be a best of one between Raevar and Voltacus. Zerg versus Terran. Alright. Raevar is ready. Yeah, Voltacus, go ready, let's go. Doop, doop, doop. So yeah, I'm glad that Edennil definitely intended to that fake out with the Nidus there.
Yeah, that was a good maneuver. Because every other Nidus was getting picked off, so.
Alright. Everyone, welcome back to Blackpink LE. LE, of course, stands for Liver Enormity. Liver Enormity. It's a very serious situation. In the southwest, from Team Psionic Aftermath, will be our green Terran, Voltacus. And in the northeast will be our orange Zerg from Team Dark Oath. It will be Raevar. This is, of course, a best of one in the lower bracket. And the winner of this match will go up against Edennil in today's final. Alright, so Voltacus opting for a safer opening than he did before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a best of one, you've got to be safe.
Not necessarily. A lot of people like to cheese in the lower bracket.
Oh, I know. I've been there.
Yeah, River going for a hatchery first, so yeah, is intending to macro web. And Voltacus, yeah, looks like a typical Reaper expand. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, just standard opener.
Mm-hmm. Raevar also a royal roader from 2 Sea Duckling Opens ago. He had a very impressive run in his first appearance. Right, so the Ripper is out. Let's see if it manages to get some nice and early damage. Raevar has 4 Zerglings coming out to greet it. So not too much. It's usually enough to, along with a Queen or two, to make sure that the Reaper doesn't really do any serious damage. Alright. Yep, nice nice grenade placement. I think it'll get 1 Zergling. Nope. Yes, nope.
Game paused.
Yep. Yeah, Voltacus actually asking for a pause. Right. Wait, Raevar is... Oh, right, Raevar is German.
Why does he keep putting all the EU people on Western?
Yes, because we're on the NA server.
Yeah, but there's Eastern US server.
I don't know. I think because we are all set up to Western US on NA. All right, so we're going for a regame. And we'll switch to EU. I know. Can you continue from replay on another server? I don't think you can, right?
I mean, maybe if you copy over the replay to your EU folder. Maybe I never tried.
What? Why did I leave the Ducklings? Where's my... I'm in the Ducklings channel and I don't even see myself in the channel.
That's because you'd be the only person in there. I've not gone over yet.
What?
You're the only one in. You don't see the channel.
Oh boy. Alright, let's... Alright, I left the channel. Let's try and rejoin it. Yeah, no, I'm still the only one there. Oh boy. That's right. Anyone who's not hydrated enough, it's that time again. You have to drink. Because I'm complaining about the Blizzard interface. Are you seeing anyone?
I've not gone over yet. Kuro's telling me to wait a second.
Okay.
I just stayed over just in case.
Alright, looks like we have a problem. Oh. Apparently, okay. Right. We'll just have to wait for admins to do their thing. and we'll have an answer on what we're going to do. So, in the meantime, yeah, Droptimus is asking, that's Psionic Aftermath, Droptimus, how many royal roaders we've had in StarCraft 2? Other than life, whose achievements have been erased due to bad life choices. Haha, get it? It's a joke.
I don't actually know.
Yeah, I mean, we had some on Sea Duckling Open. We definitely know. It's Edennil and Raevar, Sullivan, I think, was a royal warder, and Blow Citry.
Because I don't know if Maru's OSL run counts as a royal road, because I'm pretty sure that was the only OSL.
Oh, and Blisk's first SDO was a royal road, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, so we've had quite a few, I think.
No, we've had several in SDO,
Wait,
but in actual pro StarCraft,
Sunukasuri came second on her first appearance.
Okay, I'm switching over to...
And won the next. All right.
I think we're in the wrong Ducklings channel again, still.
Yeah, we are. I tried to leave that Ducklings channel just to see if it disappears once I leave, but it doesn't. Because I think we're in the group. Maybe. Because we are in Team CranKy, it's like, I don't know.
So I get the same thing on Korea with the Limo League. Except I'm in both the Limo League channels.
This is, I guess this is what they call a feature. I think
it's a Blizzard feature.
I'll just use the Proxy Tempest channel because it's actually...
Yeah, we've got Vault there, so...
We've got most of the people there.
I don't know who's loading up the replay.
Alright, but... I won't start the lobby until I know which,
We're gonna try and resume from replay, Kuro said. So I don't know who's got the replay handy.
We don't have it on EU, so...
Okay, Kuro's got it.
Alright. Hey, we have party. We have party. It's good party. Alright, so we're going to restart from replay on the EU server.
We're basically just doing science right now.
Yeah, because we're just hoping that it works because, yeah, it's a replay from another server because we're trying to set up the time for the start of the replay.
Oh, it won't work.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn it. It needs the original names of the players, and since it's a different account on NA, different names.
Yeah, you have for each server you have different. Even though if you have the same ID, it'll have different numbers for each server. I don't get it either. I think it's because you have a different amount of people with names on different servers or something.
Yeah. And it uses the identity, your name as an identity.
Yeah.
To make sure that you are the player. Blizzard! Alright, so we're going to see get an admin decision on how we're going to proceed with this.
Back to NA.
Yeah, we're going to sail across the ocean yet again.
Not as far this time because we're only going to USE.
Across the ocean blue. Alright, now it's actually asking me who I am again.
Yeah, it's because of us merging with the Southeast Asia accounts.
Fuck's sake. Alright, so let's make sure that we set up our region preference to Eastern United States.
Oh my god, my ping for all these servers right now.
Yeah.
My ping to Eastern US is 547.
Okay, that's bad. I have 140. Yes.
I don't even
yes.
get that bad a ping on Asia.
Maybe it's your fault.
Well, normally I get like 111 or something to US East.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I don't understand. As long as we don't go to Singapore, I'm fine.
Singapore. I think Singapore, you know, they have such a bandwidth. You can pretty much contain the bandwidth of a city, a small town, like on one Singaporean account. It's insane. Alright, looks like we're setting up. We are going to restart from replay. This time, hopefully, on the US East server.
I mean, I've set mine to US. I mean, Kuro has done the same. Just
Yeah,
Kuro's-
but it's Blizzard. It might just take us in Singapore because why not?
I'm pretty sure Kuro would just fly to Blizz HQ and shout at them angrily if that happened.
Stop messing up my tournaments! Right, so remember, we had a greedy opening from Raevar and a safe Reaper expand from Voltacus.
Yep.
So far, we paused. The game was stopped right around the time the
Yeah, as the
Um,
Reaper was pretty much coming in.
yeah. All right, players are ready. Boom, boom.
And we're back here.
Yeah. So this is at the point. I think the Reaper hasn't come out yet.
The Reaper is currently
Oh, no,
at
it's-
Raevar's third.
Yeah, it's right before it jumped on these Zerglings. Yeah. Same trick again, but this time I think Raevar will be able to chase that away. Oh, Voltacus.
Yeah, Voltacus wants to do that.
Hatchery.
Hatchery. Ooh.
Actually, manages to delay it quite a bit, but
Oh, doesn't quite manage it this time.
yeah, nice grenade
Like how
use.
the
but,
grenade went in there though.
Yeah. It's like you throw the grenade and then the drone comes and puts the hatchery on the grenade, and then the grenade explodes. Right. These Zerglings taking out their anger over the unbuildable plates, these horrible things. Yeah, Reapers, other than delaying that hatchery a little bit and costing Raevar some annoyance. Yeah, Reaper didn't get to do too much, and Raevar is being very patient about
Yeah,
it.
it's like this Reaper's gonna take a very long time to take down a hatchery, so he's not really too bothered.
Look at that big larva thing swimming inside the building. Yep. The Zerglings getting their speed. And the Reaper gets surrounded immediately and gets deaded. Raevar going
a
for...
lot more damage than I thought it did for that hatchery.
Yeah, Raevar gets a Baneling nest. So we're about to see some Banelings going in, which is exactly what you want against these Marines, I think. Yeah, you don't want to lose those Zerglings. Yeah, and on 3 hatcheries, with quite a few workers ahead, I think Raevar is positioned fantastically to defend against these Marines. Now we do see the 2-1-1 again from Voltacus. A couple of Medivacs, Steam Marines, two Medivacs full of
Drop
Marines.
here, actually.
Yeah, he's going to get a Liberator as well.
spawning off. Make sure he's safe from any kind of thing run by while he's out.
No,
doing
Banings.
drop.
They still Banings kind of need the speed to go up against Steam Marines.
Yeah.
But I think with enough speedlings to bait shots, if Voltacus isn't paying attention, one Baneling connection can really do the difference here. And yeah, he knows that. He immediately packs out and goes to try and drop somewhere else. Actually, splitting the drop.
Split it, yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice little fake out maneuver. Yeah, these are going to jump on the third base mineral line, getting a couple of drones, while the other drop is going to sit down in the main. This medivac gets away and gets joined by another one. Just 3 medivacs full of marines with steam, about to get combat shields in 20-30 seconds. So that would be dangerous, but again, so far not doing too much damage. Raevar is in enough places to defend, but this time.
Yeah, he's gonna take some damage there.
Yeah, that's the big one. And also there's a Liberator in the natural base mineral line. It got
18 drones
got one
died
kill.
so far for Raevar.
Yeah, most of it to these Steam Marines. There's gonna be
Marines are
what
chasing
the
Ducklings.
hell? It almost killed this queen. Yeah, that's
That
the
actually
big
is
damage.
pretty low. That was 18 drones dead.
Yeah, and Voltacus, he still has enough that he can poke in a minute or so. Actually, no, that's a lot of banelings.
Yeah, he's just gonna pick up and leave now. Now he's seen all those banelings morphing.
He did keep all of his medivacs, so that's a good thing. He's
Another
picking
double
up
drop
some more.
coming out for
I
Voltacus.
am worried that it doesn't have any tanks at home. So if Raevar does decide to somehow bust this wall here, which he might be able to do because he's really ramping up his army production now. I think Voltacus will be in a bit of a bind because you really want these tanks to get rid of the banelings.
Oh, the threat of these drops is just keeping Raevar stuck at home though, so...
Yeah, I think he'll be able to shake that out in a second. Yeah, he splits up his army. He shuts these 2 drops.
He's gonna lose this fourth though.
Yeah, this fourth will get cancelled.
Another drop coming out.
Yeah, I think Voltacus, this is his only chance here is to just keep Raevar on his side of the map. Because if Raevar busts this wall, it's done. Voltacus just doesn't have strong
nice
defenses.
focus fire on some of the banelings there for Voltacus. That was...
Yeah, some good drop positioning here. Ooh, does get one baning connection. And a lot of these marines are very low on health, or actually dead. Yep, there's another jump on the third base. Yeah, these 2 banings weren't enough. I think it's the baning speed that's really missing here for Raevar.
Yeah, if he had banelings, ooh.
Ooh, that's a nice
It's like
connection.
a pretty nice engagement there on the ramp down to between the natural and the third.
Yeah, but Voltacus is trading very well here. He's constantly doing some damage. Raevar's only now even on workers with Voltacus, which is, again, is also not where you want to be. And Voltacus now, is getting tanks at home, so that situation I was afraid of earlier is probably not going to come to pass. Raevar going for an Ultralisk Cavern.
That's a very quick Ultra Cavern. Like, he has skipped
Yeah, and
every bit of tech to get
it's
that
kind
out.
of risky because look, he does have 3 bases that are mining very well. With 6 gases, but his third hatchery is very low.
Voltacus is actually doing a push right now. This is risky for Raevar to try and do.
Yeah, I don't think he'll have enough in time to actually make Ultralisks work.
No, because even if he gets starts Ultralisks right now, it's...
Yeah, he's getting 5 Ultralisks, which is going to be very nice, but if he loses this hatchery, yeah, he's not going to have the economy to sustain that kind of army. And yeah, actually going to lose a lot of these workers as they try to retreat. Yeah, look at that. Voltacus keeps making SCVs. It's up to 75 now. To Raevar's
He does kind of
47.
need to get into that natural base to see the Ultralist cavern. Although he's getting ghosts anyway, so I think he's figured out what Raevar's trying to do here.
Yeah, it's a fair assumption that
Because
someone's going to go.
we're seeing concussive shells coming out as well to slow those Ultralisks down.
Yeah, okay,
So
now
that-
it definitely sees the Ultralisks.
Yes, now he sees it.
And they actually catch him a little off guard, but since he has enough medivacs, he actually backs up and goes. Leaves one medivac with a tank.
I forgot about that one.
It's gonna be a proxy tank. Tank drop. It's been a while since we've seen tank drops in Terran versus anything. Right. Yeah, exactly. With this one tank in defense here, these links just
Raevar's doing
not
it.
enough. Yeah.
Does
The
manage
ghost
to snipe on one
sniping.
of those Ultralisks.
Oof, but still the banings are good. Some good baning hits. And a lot of Voltacus's armies cleaned out. Now this tank is gone.
This is a very strange game.
Yeah. That's my ghost ASMR.
I mean, these Ultralisks are nearly at 3-3.
Yeah, and they got
Yeah, they've got
chitinous
Carapace.
plate. No, chitinous plating. Yeah, they did get. I saw it before. Yeah, and just like that, it turned. The Ultralisk was the move. And
I've
despite
never
Voltacus
seen
having,
anything like this before. This is quite something.
despite Voltacus having a lot of ghosts, they just
He
didn't
just
have
hasn't
enough.
been able to get the snipes.
Yeah, they just didn't have enough energy, and they didn't have cloak. They didn't research it, so yeah, they were vulnerable. And just like that, Voltacus loses his natural base. Raevar is going up to a 4th base. He didn't rebuild his natural hatchery. Why did he lose it?
This wall is about to die because it's going to burn to death.
I did notice that Voltacus destroyed Raevar's natural base. But yeah, it looks like Raevar will. It was a weird kind of base trade without the trade.
Yeah, that was very... This game has just been very unusual, though.
And at the end of it, Raevar still has an economy running. Voltacus has 9 workers and pretty much no mining bases set up. Now he's just landing in this one.
I don't think
But
Raevar's going to
though,
bother re-establishing that natural. Because
that was a
he's putting
nice
creep spread.
mule drop here. This is 8 mules summoned from the heavens. And just like that, Voltacus is actually making more minerals at the moment than Raevar.
Yeah, Raevar's not remaking that natural hatchery. He's just creep spread to keep the Evo Chamber and the Ultralist
Alright,
alive.
Raevar jumping on Voltacus's ghosts. Almost getting them. But Voltacus
I'm
will
not
pick
sure
up.
what Voltacus is going to do here against 3-3 Ultras with chitinous plating.
Yeah. Raevar getting a spire. It's, you know, sticking it up. Alright. Now with these mules gone, I think this is the end
mules.
for Voltacus.
Yeah.
This mining base was the last one he actually had. Now look at his income dropping from like 2,500 to 150. Now he does have some money in the bank, but he has no gas, and yeah, he doesn't have the ability to rebuild an army, and most of his army is actually the ghosts.
Yeah, which is good because the Ultras, not much else.
Yeah, and they do have cloak, but you know, Voltacus doesn't actually have the money to make a nuke, so he can't even use that desperate move as a move. He's going to get a couple of liberators, which is actually not bad at all against these the Ultralisks.
Everything corrupt coming out.
The problem is
Raevar.
they don't have upgrades. Voltacus is way behind on upgrades. He's still on 2-1-1 against 3-3 Ultralisks with chitinous plating and cracklings, as they're often referred to.
Yeah, Raevar skipping all the Roach and Hydra tech just meant he had enough money to get a very quick 3-3 for those Ultralisks.
Yeah, so Voltacus trying to get that hatchery, but it's going to get denied. And with those Corruptors around, they'll probably get that Medivac as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. I don't see how Voltacus can actually come back from this. Raevar can just E-move into that natural and just kill everything.
Yeah, there's just no economy for Voltacus. His main and natural both nearly completely mined out anyway. Even if he was get a good SCV count.
I'm a little bothered that he didn't get any overseers. I mean, he has no detection. And he knows that the Voltacus has ghosts. I mean,
don't think he's expecting Voltacus to come across the map, so...
I mean, if Voltacus gets nukes, it's pretty much undetectable. The ghosts are invisible, and he has nothing to detect. Yeah, he can pretty much destroy one of these mineral lines. And even then, I don't think this will actually get him back in the game. Okay, so Raevar jumps on Voltacus' army out in the open. And see, these ghosts, they're cloaked, but they did waste a lot of energy on the snipes. They're about to run out. And there's just... I think there's enough Ultralisks here to kill everything. But again, no detection.
Yeah, if it's an overseer with that would have gone very different.
Yeah,
Voltacus would probably be dead. Well, deader.
But the ghosts are all out of energy now. So Voltacus can't actually make use of this. I mean, if they still had energy, he could have gone in and started really putting pressure on Raevar.
Yeah.
But as it is, it just has to go back. And now Raevar gets his detection.
And more Ultralisk because he can afford it.
Yeah, why not? It's a good unit. Against the very little forces that Voltacus has. Now, Voltacus is still desperately trying to rebuild his economy. He's actually not making a lot of workers. He's relying mainly on mules. Which I'm not sure is the right thing, because yeah, you eventually run out of mule energy, and you need those SCVs to be here. And,
yeah, there's nothing left for Voltacus here, really. There's no cloak for those ghosts right now.
Yeah, and there's a lot more coming along the way. That's it, PG and Raevar. Raevar will be our next finalist.
It'll be a very interesting build.
Yeah. That was a very, I think, a good move to switch up to Ultralisks. Now, just so we don't fall into that mistake again, Edennil is on NA, right? Yes, he's from the US. So we're staying on the NA server, because that's the default one. And yeah, remember the first match we had today? Oh, you don't. You weren't here.
I wasn't here.
It was Edennil versus Raevar.
I was eating a sandwich when this match was happening.
Alright, so the first map would be... Catalyst. Yeah, and you had the 2-0 Edennil versus Raevar at the beginning of the tournament.
We'll see if Raevar has picked up anything from their first encounter.
I hope so. I mean, we saw some very nice moves from Edennil back there. I mean, it was so long ago I can't remember, because my memory is not what it used to be. So this will be a best of 5 with the 1 point advantage for Edennil as the winner of the upper bracket. Right. Right, so Edennil seems to be dropping out for some reason. Come on, Blizzard Lobby. You can do it. I mean, it's possibly just AFK. No,
Oh, he's here.
He's here. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Wow, that last game.
That was an interesting game.
Definitely interesting.
I want more games like that. I like interesting games.
Right, yeah. As I was typing, Kuro typed it faster. Best of 5 with 1 point advantage to Edennil. You Blizzard, please, yes.
Yes.
Everyone ready? Go, go, go. Good luck, have fun. So nice. That's a closing a circle here. And Edennil going up against Raevar. The last two SDO champions. So we're going to have one of them will be champion again. All right, everyone. Welcome to the final of today's tournament, the Sea Duckling Open number 22. We are going to start on Catalyst LE. LE, of course, stands for Litterbug Employment. Litterbug Employment. That's, you know, when you want litterbugs to work for you. Because you're a Zerg. Because it's CVZ. Get it? I made it work. In the southeast will be our Orange Zerg from Team Dark Oath. It is Raevar. And in the northwest, currently up 1 in the series and defending champion from SC2 Swarm, it is the Blue Zerg Edennil.
With mirror builds.
Yeah, mirror builds, hatchery first for both of these guys. Yeah, we see that a lot on ZVZ and on Catalyst. It's kind of a very standard map, very, you know, it's voted the most standard map in the map pool at the moment, I think. So yeah, we see a lot of Zerg going for these very standard, safe builds. I mean, they feel like they can go with the hatchery first. Yeah, especially with this long rush distance. Even if someone goes aggressive, you'll probably be able to defend it and then have an economical lead on them. Alright, so Edennil will get... Actually, both of them getting 4 Zerglings. They're going to mirror each other perfectly. 4 Zerglings, known as the For the Swarm Force. For the Swarm Force. As I like to call it. Alright. Wherever he's going to go build these damn unbuildable rocks. Get rid of them.
One Zergling is slacking off and not attacking them.
Yeah, so that we can actually group select. Yay! Yeah, see, now we can box select the Zerglings and we don't have to be burdened with damn rocks. Still don't understand why these rocks are there in the first place. Never
I'm
really
sure
understood
Kuro
them.
knows them.
Maybe it started as a joke between map builders at some point and it became just a meme. They just put it there because, like, I don't know. I don't know. Alright, Raevar going to drone up is not going to go aggressive. Sending 1 Zergling across the map to see what Edennil has in store. These 2 Zerglings actually don't get to scout at all. He does get to see the count of drones in the natural. And should tell Edennil that Raevar has been macroing up. Oh, Edennil does get the much earlier 3rd hatchery. But Raevar is walling off.
Some lings around as well to try.
His walling off is going for roaches.
Yeah, he's trying to get a wall up, but he's not going to get this third. The wall's solid though, so there's not really much else Edennil can do.
Yeah,
but get his own roach warren.
And the 2-base roach is pretty damn strong.
Okay, so Edennil sees the double evo chambers upgrading and the roach warren, so it's a good idea what's happening.
Yeah. Does he have his own roach warren? Sorry,
it's
evo chambers. He does. Yeah.
Oh, that's a double roach warren.
Yeah, I think he.
Did he forget he had one, or is he going for double upgrades or something?
Don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's a backup one in case the other one gets destroyed. Maybe it's a wall thing. I don't know. Maybe he forgot he built one. He's like, where's my roaches? I can't make roaches. I don't have a roach worm. Then build one. Alright, so Raevar is going to get the 3rd hatchery, but it's going to be much, much later than Edennil. So I think Edennil will be in a very good position in the next encounter. Because he's going to go with the roaches, but he's going to have an extra base, extra larva, extra queens, extra everything. So Raevar might have the advantage in terms of upgrades, but the numbers will be in favor of Edennil.
Yeah, and roach versus roach is all about numbers pretty much.
Yeah, and Edennil gets a cancel on this hatchery, so that gets reset. Yeah, I think he tried to bust this wall. Maybe just get rid of some banelings while this was happening. Didn't get much though.
Raevar is going to have the upgrade advantage. He's getting his 2-2 right now. And Edennil is still getting his 1-1.
Yeah. However, Edennil is not too far behind. And again, he's going to have a much better economy. For much, much longer.
Yeah. Raevar's also going to have roach speed because Edennil doesn't seem to research that at the moment.
Yeah.
Now there it is, now it's being researched.
But look at that, he's now making 15 more roaches. He already has more. And he's yeah, Edennil just is going to have a lot more.
I think that's why we're seeing Zerglings and Ravagers come out for Raevar. He's gonna try and force Edennil to try and micro those roaches out of the way of piles.
Yeah, I think that's a decent idea. These Zerglings, though, they don't have. No, they do have speed. Okay, sorry, I missed that. Raevar going for a Hydralisk then as well. So
A little bit of extra DPS against the massive roach count of Edennil.
yeah, 2/2 Hydralisks are they're the thing. They're a thing to behold.
They are. And not in a good way. Unless you're using
A lot more Ravagers for Raevar. He has a lot less roaches, but these Ravagers, they're going to be very useful, I think.
Oh, is it
No.
Yep, Lurker Den coming up, which is very, very good against roaches.
So we'll see how that goes. The number of roaches or the upgrades in composition advantage?
We are going to see some Ravagers come out for Edennil as well.
Some like 8 of them. Yeah, that's a good number. You have a lot of bile shots to spare. Raevar does have a lot more. He has 11. So nice. These Zerglings are going to try to
these
distract
Zerglings are
these
really good in
roaches.
this situation.
Everything's
They
going
can
to
help
get
pin
damaged.
those roaches.
A lot of bile shots can get connected, but Raevar just has more of them, and with the upgrade advantage, it's not enough.
It's not
Edennil just
enough.
has more roaches, and he has to go back. Ah. Yeah, numbers. It's all about the numbers.
I mean, Raevar had the right idea with that engagement, trying to get these Zerglings to surround the roaches, so Edennil could pull them back against Spiles.
But yeah, too many buys I think connected on both sides. And yeah, and again, Edennil had just more roaches. They're
They're going
tanky
to be even on
beasts.
upgrades in a second as well.
Yeah. Now Raevar does have a defender's advantage here, so we can reinforce much quicker. But remember, Edennil has been on 3 bases for much longer. 9. Edennil trying to come again, and Raevar pushes him away.
Yeah, Edennil's just going to pull back here.
I see. In terms of minerals lost, they're pretty even. Edennil lost more gas. That's for sure, because he lost a lot more roaches.
Raevar's going to counter push here, but the armies are actually going to kind of miss each other.
They're both counter pushing. Edennil does get a scout though, so he can now. Yeah, it looks like he's going to go back and sandwich that army. Which
There
I
is
think would be
lurkers.
working. Alright, lurkers are going to be very good, but there's already detection for Edennil. And
He's going to try and get to the lurkers though.
Raevar isn't focus firing those overseers. And yeah, I don't think. Yeah, Raevar just doesn't have enough. Even with the great composition that he had, just gets surrounded and gets shut down. Now, by this point, they're both equal on upgrades. So that advantage that Raevar had before just doesn't exist anymore.
No, this is highly likely to snowball at this point.
Yep. And Edennil just pushes to the other side of the map, and I don't think Raevar will be able to defend it. A lot of Edennil's units are injured in the red or in the orange.
We can go some lurker pot shots could do quite well.
Yeah.
I'm checking for a 4th base. Seeing if you
Yeah,
could
checking
cancel
for 4th
that
base.
or something.
Sees nothing. He does get his own 4th base. So yeah, I think I'll just jump on this. You see, get wrecked, son! From bile shots, take the lurker, and yeah, Edennil just has too much. There's just too many units on equal upgrades. A few more bile shots on this Ravager.
Yeah, he had no
And everything
detection,
gets
so he
cleaned up.
just had to kind of figure out where those vials needed to go.
No, he had detection. He has 3 overseers here.
Oh, he got some more of his, but the original 3.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Yeah, so Edennil is up 2-0 right now. With some very interesting maneuvers. I like that. I like in a mirror matchup when two players try like the different approaches. One is more upgrade heavy and composition as a more composition variety, and one just goes, you know what? I'll just make a lot of one unit. A lot of it. Alright, so the next map will be Backwater. That is Raevar's choice. So we're back to Backwater. Alright, let's get everyone in. Now, Edennil is on match point right now, seeing as he had that upper bracket 1 point advantage. So he only needs to win this match and become a 2-time champion. And he will be a double Royal Voter? Can that be? Only Blisk managed to do that so far. Blisk and Lumia, of course. I mean, Lumia doesn't count because he won the first.
Yeah, that doesn't count when you win the very first one.
Yeah, it doesn't count as a Royal Voter. Everyone's a Royal Voter. Alright. Let's see if the players are ready. Yep, everyone's ready. Let's go. Boop, 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 boop. Remember, kids, don't forget to hydrate your hydras. Hydration is important, and if you want an excuse to drink, this damn Blizzard interface. I hate it. Ka-ching! Yeah. My screen ran away from me. Alright, everyone. Welcome back to Backwater. LE. LE, of course, stands for Levity Escalation. Levity Escalation. That's when you're happy, and then you're more happy, and then you're more happy, and you're so fantastically happy. And then you're not. In the northwest will be our orange Zerg from Team Dark Oath. It is Raevar. And in the southeast, currently up 2 in this final series from SC2 Swarm, it is the Green Zerg Edennil. Also, our current defending champion, who's, like I said before, on match point to win this tournament. If he just wins this game, to become a 2-time champion, which is not to be sneezed at.
Now we think different builds coming out. Everyone,
yeah, so we're seeing Edennil going hatchery first, while sorry, Edennil went pool first.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Raevar went hatchery first. Look, I'm not racist. They just all look the same to me. Yeah, although this is a kind of a big map, so I don't see how this is going to be aggressive. This is, I think, more of a defensive opening.
Yeah, definitely more just
Edennil?
playing it safe in case any kind of...
Yeah, this is of course a very typical macro map. You have very safe through bases, so we can see yourself being very... Ooh, Edennil actually getting a lot of Zerglings for an opening. He is going to be aggressive. Look at that.
Probably just gonna try and throw Raevar off.
Yeah, he's getting quite a bit of them. And he's sending them back to his base to keep them hidden, so they don't get seen by these overlords. He's he's going to sneak them out. Sneak two of them. Hey, look, I just have two Zerglings. You're nothing to worry about. And that's it. He just told him in Zerg that he doesn't have a lot of Zerglings. He's using the Queen to get this overload out of the way, and once that overload is out of the way, I think we'll see that Zergling Swarm move out.
Yeah, once speed's finished as well.
Alright, Zerglings. Let's see. Yep, that does get spotted, and let's see how Raevar responds. Doesn't have much, and he just spent a lot of his larva and cash on drones.
And his energy's really low because
He's...
just shoots and creep out.
Alright, so the Zerglings are surrounding the Queens. They're going to go down. Yeah, and we have a GG from Raevar, and there you go. You have a champion with a quick 3 minutes game. Edennil will be this week's Sea Duckling Open champion. The two-time champion. How's that for our Royal Roader? That's a very nice nice performance here. Look at that
Yep,
consistent.
again, Edennil really showed how good he is.
Undefeated this entire tournament. And actually, the on last week's tournament, he only dropped one map in the final against Light VIP. So he's so far dropped one map in the entire couple of tournaments in 2 championships. That's some good performance.
He's a Zerg Banjo.
That's yeah. That's oh boy. All right, so I guess nothing left but to finish off this this tournament. So thank you for watching. Feel free to join our Discord with we have left some links up on the chat. It's a wonderful place to come and hang out. Follow the channel, of course, and if you want to subscribe to the Sea Duckling Open, Sea Duckling Open is the tournament. If you want to subscribe to the CranKy Ducklings channel, one of the perks will be to make use of our wonderful emoticon, our CranKy Duckling StarCraft 2 race emoticons, which are selected based on the winner of the Swan Master tournament every month. And also, you get access to our training sessions, the CranKy Duckling practice sessions. Other than that, follow us on the Twitter. And check out the registration for next week's Sea Duckling Open, the number 23. They are already open, so come and join us. It'll be a lot of fun. Anywhere between the leagues of bronze and diamond, you are welcome to join. I've been your host, Still Mold. With me is KatatoniK. Where can we find more of you, Kata?
I mainly hang out on Discord. I do have a Twitter, but I barely use it.
So why don't you let everyone know what it is, so that you can not use it with you?
At KatatoniK SC2.
All right. You can find me at steel_mold. That's steel_mold. Steel like the metal, mold like the thing you put the metal in, so that it retains its shape when it cools down. And also Twitch/stillmold. Also, thank you to Kuro, the 16th Squad Sanseki, otherwise known as Group, hero of the wasteland and savior of esports, otherwise known as the Information Fairy, for observing and streaming this tournament. Light VIP for adminning the tournament and also providing the prize money, which he hasn't paid himself in quite a while. Go on, Light. Get your act together. So yeah, and that'll be all from us for today. And I will leave you with some Zergling ASMR. So have a great week, and we'll see you on the next Friday. Goodbye.